Hello, my dear students. Welcome to my channel. This is Geeta. Today we are going to see Introduction to Accounting. Okay. Before I start this video, you have to be patient. The video may be a little bit lengthier because the foundation is very, very important. All of you know that when anybody constructs a house or a building, what they do? They put the basement very strong so that they can build 2 floors or 3 floors. And they take much time to construct the foundation, basement. They take much time for the basement. After that, they'll be going in a very faster way. Likewise, you should also have the patience in building your basement, your foundation, so that you'll be able to catch the next chapters so fast and you will not be having any problem. Okay, so be patient with me, and at the end of the video I'm going to give you a bonus tip, so please be patient till the end for watching it. Okay, now let us get into that. Business entities and other organizations carry on activities which involve exchange of money or money's worth. Business entities எல்லாம் ஆர்கனைசேஷன்ல என்ன பண்ணுவாங்கன்னா, they will involve அவங்களுடைய activities, most of the activities will involve exchange of money or money's worth. I'll be using the mixed language of English and Tamil so that you can understand it. I'll be repeating in English also so that you will all be able to understand it. If anyone wants this video in Hindi, I'll be able to give it in Hindi also, as I was in Delhi for 40 years. I am very fluent in Hindi also. So don't worry about that. If anyone is not understanding any part of the video, please leave it in the comment box. I'll explain to you once again. Okay. If you like a part of the video, please do not forget to like and comment that. Okay. Now let us continue. What is this involve exchange of money or money's worth? The activities which involve exchange of money or money's worth is known as transaction. What is exchange of money? Suppose you are going and depositing money into your bank. That's why I have given you this picture to make you interesting. If somebody is depositing money into the bank, they receive and in turn they give you the service, keeping your money safe. And whenever you want to take your money back, you go there and again they give the service and you get the money back for your usage. Okay, these are all involvement of exchange of money. And if a person is selling a goods, so here he will be giving equivalent to money. That is money's worth. That is called money's worth. அதாவது எவ்வளவு பணமோ அந்த பணத்துக்குரிய மதிப்புள்ள சாமானை அவங்க வித்துட்டு அதற்கு பிறகு அவங்களுக்கு என்ன கிடைக்கும் போது மணி கிடைக்குது. எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச்ல என்ன கிடைக்கும் போது they are going to get money. Okay, so either they will be giving goods and receiving money, or they will be giving money to receive some goods. Okay, in this we can see that the men may go to a saloon for their grooming, for a haircut and all, and girls may go to a parlor for grooming themselves. These are also the activities, but these transactions are not business transactions. You should understand. There also they are giving their money and getting some service, okay, which is may not be visible. If you are going and recharging your mobile, you are getting something, but it is not physical. You cannot see that, but it is a service given to you and it is useful to you. You are able to use your mobile. But if this happens for conducting a business, for running a business, then it is a business transaction. But if the owner is recharging his personal phone for his personal contacts, then it is not a business transaction. Okay, so personal transaction is different from business transactions. We are concerned only with the business transaction. I'll explain furthermore. Suppose a businessman is buying sofa for his house. There also he is spending money and getting some goods. There is an exchange of money Okay. And equivalent to that worth he is getting a sofa. But that is a personal transaction that we are not going to bother about that. We are concerned only about the business transaction. For business, and in business, what he is doing. If he is buying that same sofa for his office purpose, for receiving his customers, okay, then it is a business transaction that will be taken into account. Okay, so now you understand what is a transaction, exchange of money or money's worth. So in a business, there may be lot many transactions. Okay, so here see that a person is in the store, he is selling some goods. A boy is coming and paying money and taking it. And every time it may not be possible. Every time everyone may not be buying by just paying a cash. All of you know that. இப்போ ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் உங்கள் வீட்டுக்கு பக்கத்தில் இருக்க பலசரக்கு கடையோ அல்லது பெட்டி கடையோ அங்கே என்ன பண்ணுறாங்க, போய் எல்லாரும் காசு கொடுத்து வாங்க மாட்டாங்க. சிலர் என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, அண்ணாச்சி நாங்கள் நாளைக்கு கொடுக்குறோம் அல்லது நெக்ஸ்ட் வீக் கொடுக்குறோம் அல்லது சம்பளம் வாங்கிட்டு வந்து கொடுக்குறோம் அப்படிம்பாங்க. அப்போ சப்போஸ் தட் ஃபெலோ இஸ் ரெஃப்யூசிங் டு தட், அவர் இல்லை இல்லை நான் கொடுக்க முடியாதுப்பா, நான் கேஷ் கொடுத்தா தான் கொடுப்பேன் அப்படின்னு சொன்னாருன்னா என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, they will go to another shop where that fellow gives credit facility. கடன் கொடுக்கறதுக்கு பேரு கிரெடிட் ஃபெசிலிட்டி. ஆல் ஆஃப் யூ நோ கிரெடிட் கார்டு. கிரெடிட் கார்டுனா என்ன, கடன் அட்டை. Okay, you can buy something and pay later. That is called credit. Okay, so here also the businessman has to deal with credit transactions also, not only cash transactions. அப்போ கிரெடிட் டிரான்சாக்ஷன்ஸ் நடக்கும் பொழுது, இப்போ ஒரு வேலை பக்கத்து தெருவில் இருக்கவங்க வந்து வாங்கியிருப்பாங்க, பின்னாடி இருந்து தெருவில் இருக்கவங்க வந்து வாங்கியிருப்பாங்க, அல்லது பக்கத்து கிராமத்தில் இருக்கிறவங்க தெரிஞ்சவங்க மூலமாக இங்கே வருவாங்க, வந்து வாங்கிட்டு போயிட்டு அப்புறமா கொடுக்கலாம் அப்படிங்குவாங்க. இட் இஸ் ஒன்லி ஆன் த பேசிஸ் ஆஃப் ட்ரஸ்ட். அவர் நம்பிக்கையில் என்ன பண்ணுவார், வியாபாரத்தை பண்ணி தான் ஆகணும் அவர். அப்போ தான் அவரால் நல்ல நிறைய லாபம் பார்க்க முடியும். ஓகே, ஸோ வாட் ஹி ஹஸ் டு டூ, he cannot keep everything in his mind. இது எல்லாம் அவருக்கு ஞாபகத்தில் இருக்க முடியாது. So when the volume of transactions goes more and more, he cannot keep everything in his memory. So what he has to do, he has to record each and every transaction, even the cash transaction and the credit transaction, because only when he records the transaction at the end of the month or at the end of the year, he will be able to know whether the business is viable. Viable means successful, gainful, and whether he can continue the business or not. Do you understand this? Okay, when transactions ரொம்ப அதிகமாகும் பொழுது என்ன ஆகும், அவருக்கு வந்து ஞாபகத்தில் இருக்காது. ஸோ அவர் என்ன பண்ணணும், அவர் ரெக்கார்டு பண்ணணும். ரெக்கார்டு பண்ணாதான் அவருக்கு அந்த பிஸ்னஸ் லாபகரமாக ஓடுதா, இல்லை அதை வந்து நம்ம மூடிட வேண்டிய கட்டாயத்தில் வந்துருவோமோ அல்லது நஷ்டத்தில் போகுதா, everything he will come to know only when he records all the transactions. You understand that? And one more thing is also, if he is not recording the transaction, he cannot keep in his mind also, and he cannot prove to anyone also. Suppose ஒருத்தர் வந்து 120 rupeesக்கு 150 rupeesக்கு வாங்கிட்டு போயிருக்காரு, வந்து என்ன சொல்றாரு, அண்ணாச்சி நான் 120 rupeesக்கு தான் வாங்கிட்டு போனேன், நான் வந்து 120 தான் கொடுப்பேன் அப்படின்னு சொன்னாருன்னா என்ன ஆகும், there will be a heat up, there will be an argument. Okay, so which he cannot prove. If it is in writing, he can show it that he can get his signature. Or இப்பெல்லாம் என்ன பண்றாங்க, அந்த கடன் வாங்குறவங்கள அவங்க நோட்டை கொண்டுட்டு வர்றாங்க, அதுல அவங்க எழுதி சைன் வாங்கிட்டு போறாங்க. I saw this type of transactions going on also. So that there is no argument, there is no dispute between these two people. So first of all, when the volume is more and he cannot keep it in his mind, he has to record, the businessman has to record all the transactions in a diary or a book. In here we call that book as journal. You will learn it later, or you must have learned right by this time in your schools. Okay, because I am a little bit delayed in posting these videos. Now I will continue posting every chapter to you so that you understand it If you are not yet understand, or if you have not yet started understanding, studying, you will be able to catch it up. Okay. So now we will continue. So first thing we found out what is a transaction. Second thing we came to know that why it is very important to record the transactions, because he cannot keep in his mind. To avoid disputes and all, he has to record. And the most important thing is that whether the business is viable, gainful, whether to be continued or not, only when he records it, he'll be able to find it out. Okay, good. You'll be able to understand, I hope so. Okay, let me continue. Okay, now coming to this, when they are recording the transactions, they cannot record it in a haphazard way. Haphazard way means இங்க ஒன்று அங்கே ஒன்று நீ எழுதினா நமக்கு புரியாது என்னத்தை என்னைக்கு எழுதியிருக்கோம் யாரு இப்போ சப்போஸ் இட் இஸ் வெரி ஸ்மால் ஷாப், பெட்டி ஷாப் அப்படின்னா ஓகே, அவர் வந்து ஒரு பேஜில் கண்டினியூஸாக பேர் எழுதி இன்னார் இன்னார் எனக்கு இவ்வளோ ரூபா கொடுக்கணும்னு எழுதியிருப்பாரு. இன் சம் பேஜஸ் ஹி மஸ்ட் ஹவ் ரிட்டன் தட் to whom he has to make payment. யார் அவருக்கு கடன் கொடுக்கணுங்கிறதை என்டர் பண்ணியிருக்கலாம். But it is in a big concern. If you record it in just a haphazard way, you will not be able to find out. You will end up in chaos. Okay, so confusion. What will happen? So you have to record the transactions systematically, scientifically. What is the meaning of science? Science means proven way. So he has to record everything in a proven way and uniformly. Uniformly means that one particular item will appear in one page and the other things will appear. Suppose, for example, all purchases will be clubbed together and recorded in a separate book, and also sales will be clubbed and recorded in a separate book, so that the examination of these things can be easier. Okay, so they have to be recorded systematically, scientifically, and uniformly. Why they have to be recorded systematically? Because finance is the most important resource. In a house also, we don't throw the money here and there just like that. Maybe some coins must be kept there, but not the whole total income of the company. So sorry, income of the household. Suppose your father is the resource for running the house, and he will be earning the money, and he will bring his salary or his money from his business. He will not just throw it in a careless manner. It will be kept in a safe box. So, because it is the most important resource next to human element, because it is a very important resource, we have to record it systematically. How to record it systematically? By following some principles, methods, procedures. Okay. And accountancy provides these principles, methods, and the procedures to be followed to record the transactions. Okay. Now, what is accountancy? Accountancy is the one which provides you the information, which provides you about how to go record. So it gives you the principles, methods, and procedures. So to be followed, and all this information, and to derive from these information the benefit of the activities carried out. So only from these information we would be able to know whether the business is viable and all. Okay. So now next point is that, so these informations are communicated to the public, government, customers, investors, and all. That is why accounting is called as the language of the business. Okay. First is language means what? Language is used to communicate your ideas. If you want to communicate your ideas, your thought process to someone else, you will be using the language which both of you understand. So the same way in business, how the business is running and what is the results of the business, that will be conveyed to the public. That is interpreted and given in a very simple way to the public. Why public needs it? Because if someone wants to invested in the share. So they should know how the company is running. What is the growth of this company? Whether my money will get double or something else. So they should know that. Then only they'll be able to invest money in that. And at the same time, some creditors, uh, whether they can trust to give the money, whether their money will be safer in a safer hand, they will be able to get their money back. And customers and government and investors. Why government? Government is also giving subsidy, grant. These are all we will understand later. Now don't get confused. Only this thing is that accounting is the language of the business because it is giving the information recorded in the accounting to the users, those who are interested in the business information, such as proprietors, management, investments, customers, and the government. So now we have studied so far what is a transaction, exchange of money or money is worth. Then we studied that why it is necessary to record a transaction, and when you record the transactions, how to record it systematically, scientifically, and what is accountancy. It gives the principles, methods, and procedures to record these transactions. And accounting is a language of the business. Why it is called so? Because the information is communicated to the interested people. Okay, now evaluation of accounting. In evaluation of accounting, we came to know that even before 23 centuries, Chandragupta Maurya's minister Kaudilya wrote a book called Arthasastra, in which we are finding the traces of accounting. Okay, then accounting is developed a double entry system of bookkeeping. That's what we are going to study. Double entry system of bookkeeping was developed by Luca Pacioli. He is an Italian mathematician, and he developed this in the year 1494. Later in 18th and 19th century, there were revolutions that there was a requirement, a need of separation of management and ownership, so that a management accounting has come into existence. In the 20th century, management accounting has come into existence, and in the 21st century, they felt that the social responsibility should also be included. So, social responsibility accounting was evolved, and after that, there was a human resource accounting. So now we know that there are five branches of accounting: financial accounting, cost accounting, management accounting, social responsibility accounting, and human resources accounting. What you are going to study, you should be very, very clear about that. Financial accounting, what you are going to study, financial accounting. Okay, now I'm going to give you how to memorize the definition of accountants accounting. According to, you must have read it already. According to according to the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, this is CPA. Keep it in mind. It is very, very certified public accountants. Okay. Accounting is the art of recording. We have already seen that it is mainly recording. It is the art of recording. Classifying. Classifying means what? You are all in a classroom, a special age group of with special knowledge are kept in one class, and you are going to have your class 11, then class 12, like that you are having a, that is mainly grouping. Okay, nothing but grouping. You understand that? So accounting is the art of recording. First is recording, then classifying, and then summarizing. Summarizing, you must have already learned the trial balance. Classifying means it is the ledger. Recording means it is entering in the journal. So now you would have studied all these chapters, I hope so. So it is very easy to remember the definition. Accounting is the art of recording, classifying, and summarizing in a significant manner. Okay. And in terms of money, we are going to study everything in terms of money. The currency which is in vogue in the country. அப்படின்னா தமிழ்ல என்ன அர்த்தம்னா எந்த கரன்சியை நம்ம பயன்படுத்துறோமோ எந்தெந்த கண்ட்ரியில எந்தெந்த கரன்சியை பயன்படுத்துறாங்களோ அதைத்தான் நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ண போறோம். The currency in vogue. Okay. Here in India, we are going to use only rupees. We are going to record everything in terms of money. Anything which cannot be measured in terms of money cannot be recorded. Okay. That you will be studying in the next videos. I will be taking money measurement concept. Okay. Suppose ரெண்டு எம்ப்ளாயி இடையில சண்டை நடந்ததுன்னா அதை நாம என்ன பண்ண முடியாது, மணியால மெஷர் பண்ண முடியாது. ஸோ இட் cannot be recorded in the books of accounts. எல்லாமே மணி தான். You are not going to record. Suppose you are buying, the businessman, you means the businessman is buying some 10 chairs. He is not going to record it as 10 chairs. He has to record the value of those chairs. He can write 10 chairs, but at what value he bought, for 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees. So that is recorded in terms of money. Okay, now you understand. Accounting is the art of recording, classifying, summarizing in a significant manner and in terms of money. What we are going to record? Transactions and events. Transactions I have explained. What is an event? I'm going to give the bonus tip at the end of this. Wait for that till the end. So, okay. So, in terms of money, we are going to record the transactions and events which are in part at least of your financial character and interpreting the results thereof. Interpreting means communicating the results thereof. That's it. Okay, so now let us come to the end of this video. What is an event? Event means result of your transaction. Because for in a very simple way, I'll make it clear. Suppose a person goes and buys 10 items for rupees 100. Okay, so he bought 10 items for rupees 100, and at the end of the year, he sold 8 items for 150. What is the profit in that? Because he bought 10 items. Don't say that it is 50 rupees. He bought 10 items for 100 rupees. Means each item 10 rupees. And he sold 8 items. So the cost of 8 items is 80 rupees. Okay. And he sold it for 150 rupees. So what is the profit? That is 70 rupees. The profit is known as event. This is the result of the transaction. The result of buying and selling, he got rupees 70. This is called an event. Okay, not a transaction. The profit he earned is an event. At the same time, he bought 10 quantities and sold 8 quantities. Still, he is having 2 quantities. This is the closing stock. You must have heard it. Opening stock. Stock means beginning level வாங்கின number of items. அடுத்து விற்றது எவ்வளவு 8 items. How much is left out? 2 item தான் இருக்கு. So that is called closing stock. That is also an event. It is the result of these transactions. He is left out with now 2 items. Okay. Now you understand. I hope so. If anybody is not clear and if anybody is for the first time you are watching my videos, please subscribe my videos. It is fully free. You can subscribe it and we will continue in next video. Thank you for watching my videos.